20 seconds on this, and let's get to China. What do you think here?
It's very powerful. Every day he gets up there, he walks through the power moves that he's doing to help the governors and to help the mayors, and that's why people are tuning in. They want that information. I think these things cannot stop. He's a wartime president. We're at war against one of the most dangerous enemies the country's ever had. We're in an economic crisis that he's solving with Congress. I think it actually needs to be expanded with other people, but President Trump's part of it, I think, is very powerful and must continue. The country needs it.
All right, and China accountable, real quick.
Okay, well, look, we now know that China knew about human-to-human transit at a level he has to deal with it. The two countries have to get along. The Chinese people, who are the most decent, hardworking people on earth, have been really terrorized, I think, by the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese Communist Party knew about this and maybe as early as late November, and they didn't really fess up to human-to-human transmission until they couldn't hide it anymore. It's their biological Chernobyl, and they basically fessed up to it in mid-January. That is about 45 to 60 days. This thing metastasized. The destruction in the world's capital markets, the destruction in pension funds, in value, in the human lives, from Italy to India to Europe to the United States and to China. Remember, they were the biggest victims of this, is on the doorsteps of the Chinese Communist Party. They are absolutely responsible for this, and they must be held accountable. You're seeing people in the Senate right now saying that, like Josh Hawley, Marco Rubio, Senator Cotton, are saying they have to be held accountable. I think every company that took a penny must sue them in federal court. I also think that any company that takes a penny must bring the supply chain back. And I got to tell you, the peoples of the world, and particularly
that should have been strings attached in that package.
We've got to get that back in there. And this is, by the way, the people that we're fighting for is also the Chinese people. These people are terrific. This is a totalitarian dictatorship. If you see what they allowed, they lied about what was going on in Wuhan to the people in Wuhan, and the doctors who were the heroes there who exposed it were tortured and forced to sign confessions. They were rumor mongers. These doctors went back, and Dr. Li, who's a martyr and a world hero, went back and died giving treatment to the people in Wuhan. That's the quality of people you have in China. And these are the monsters in the Chinese Communist Party. They must be held accountable.
Steve, always appreciate it.
Thanks,
Biological Chernobyl. Unbelievable.
Thanks, brother.
All right, Joe Biden.